Welcome back again on SQL Server Always On. So on this video I'll configure this Server 3. So before starting this video, make sure you have the domain controller on. So if you see here the little green triangle, that means my domain controller is on. Alright, so this video will be relatively quick because you already saw how to configure the server 1. So it is the same as server 1, but just you need to change the IP address. So let's start. Alright, so let's put the password here. Okay, it is taking some time. It seems the VM is a little bit slow. Okay, so the server 3 is up and running, so we need to take care a couple of basic things first. So go to the Windows key and start the server manager. Alright, so when it is opening, let's do something here. It's kind of slow. It's hard to multitask at a time, so let's finish one by one. So again, this time and how the VM is running, it depends on your machine, like how many RAM you have and what is the processing power. It depends on those kind of thing. So let's close this. It is still working. Okay, it's taking time, so let me see, I can do something else by that time. Let's open the firewall. So you remember we need to turn off the firewall so it can easily communicate with the domain controller. So turn Windows Defender firewall on and off. Turn off here. Okay, alright, so currently it's turn off, and from here we need to automatically start the server manager. Let's see, is already checked. So if it is not checked, just click here and click OK. So the server manager will not start automatically. Okay, and then go back to the local server and we will turn off IE enhanced security configuration. Okay, that's done. Let's minimize, and now we'll set up our static IP address. So from here, the little sign on networking, go to the Ethernet network, change adapter settings. Then we need to make changes on Ethernet 0. Go to properties, then Internet Protocol IPv4. Before doing that, let's change something here, otherwise it will not connect with the domain controller. So settings, and instead of NAT, do the bridge settings here. Click OK. So the purpose of this, we want to keep all of the machine in same network. Okay, so that's why we need to keep on bridge, and we need to configure the IP address. So it should be 192 dot, oops, why it's not typing, 192.254.57, and this one will be 193. Subnet mask will populate automatically. Default gateway 192.254.57.1. Okay, and preferred DNS, it will indicate our domain controller, so it should be 192.254.57 and 190. If you remember the domain controller IP address, so this is the domain controller IP address here. So alternate should be 127.0.0.1. Click it. All right, so we are done here. Let's minimize. Okay, so if you see the IP address, IP config, so this is our configured IP address here. Okay, and now what we need to do, let's install the SQL Server. So okay, so, but we need to make a connection with our physical machine. So let's go to the settings, option, share folder, always enable, map, then add our folder location, software SQL. Okay, next, sorry for the background noise, click OK. Alright, so I made the connection. Sorry, before that let's do another thing. So let's change the computer name and connect with the domain controller. So click here, right click on PCs, properties, change settings, give the name Server3, and domain is easy way. Okay, it will find the domain name, and here we'll log in as a easy admin, and put the password. If it is configured successfully, then probably will need a reboot. Alright, so it's configured successfully. If you see the little welcome message, click OK, and OK, it will require a reboot. Okay, restart. Alright, so now we'll log in as a easy admin. Alright, so now we log in as a easy admin, and now we'll install the SQL Server 2019 and SSMS. But before doing this, we need to do a couple of things. First, we need to go back to the internet connection. So to do that, we have to make a couple of changes. So click settings, here do the net, click OK, and here We'll troubleshoot why is not happening. So troubleshoot, it will automatically fix the issue. Just you need to follow the steps here. All right, try this. Repair as administrator. Apply the fix. Alright, if you see here, we are back to the internet again. Okay, so now, okay, close this for now. Let's go back here on network, share folder, SQL software, and we'll install SQL Server 2019 developer edition. Click yes. We'll go to the custom installs. Alright, so is installation completed successfully, and you see here new wizard is started. So let's minimize this, go to the installation, standard alone installation. It will open another wizard. We are going with the developer edition. We don't need the product key. Accept. It's checking all of the rules. Go next. It's looking for all of the installation setup files. And now we need to do the feature selection. We'll do database engine, replication, and we don't need these services at this time, but if you need it, you can install these services later on. So this is not a big deal for now. Click client tools connectivity, backward compatibility, client tool SDK, SQL client connectivity SDK. Okay, click next. We'll not change anything here. We'll keep the default name here. Slow. Alright, so I'll keep the server configuration as default. I'll not use any password at this time. Next. Okay, so here's the two option. I'll go with the Windows authenticate mode, so future I don't need to put the password. Add the current user here and then click next. Okay, so there's validate error, so let's check what happened. Okay, it seems the current user did not selected. Okay, let's try again. Okay, it seems working now. Okay, so it's moving forward. Here's the summary. You can check everything from here, then go to install. So it will take a few minutes and I'll come back. Alright, so the installation is still on progress and I'll back when it is done. Okay, the SQL Server installation is completed and everything seems good here. So let's close the window. And now we will install SSMS 18 on Server 3. Alright, so let's do that. Go to the folder, go to the SSMS, double click. Click yes. Let's minimize this. It will open a installation wizard. Install. Right, so it will take few minutes. I'll back when it is done. Okay, so the SSMS installation completed and is completed successfully. So we are good here. Let's close it. And now I'll put back my server on previous status. So go to the settings. I'll change net to breeze. Click OK. And it is taking some time. Let's refresh. Alright, let's go to the Ethernet. Oops. Okay, change adapter settings. Oh, come on, it's kind of slow. Okay, go to the Ethernet 0. Then properties, IPv4, use the following address. So this is our server 3. It should be 192.254.57.193. Oh, I didn't press the numlock. 254.57.193. Subnet mask will populate automatically. Default gateway 192.254.57.1, and preferred DNS will refer to our domain controller. That should be 254.57 and 190. That is our domain controller IP. 127.0.1. Okay, click OK. Okay, and we are done with the configuring server 3. Okay, and next time we'll go over the clustering and always on. Thanks for watching.